Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling coherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And they continue with Pathologic Blind. Now, I don't really know what to do. I still haven't found the Bachelor, which is something that I was meant to do. I've been at my father's house. I've been here. I've been to Greece. I've talked to Notkin. I've talked to Vlad the Younger. I still don't know where two of the kids are. I guess I will go and talk to those people again, and then also to the Hunchback. Because the Hunchback is supposed to deal in organs. I have some organs that I ripped out of the bodies of the people that I killed.
What?
So... I will go back and talk to them again, because this game does one thing that I find pretty annoying, is that it doesn't display all of the dialogue options at one time when you talk to a person. Essentially, you have to talk to them several times over, right after the other, to get everything that they might have to say. And I think that's a botched design, because how are you supposed to know that they still have things to say? That seems somewhat botched, if you ask me.
A fool's tongue is long enough to cut his own throat.
Okay, so he doesn't have anything to say. He just has stuff to trade, which I'm not necessarily super interested in, to be honest. I'm more interested in food. Boosts immunity, acts as an analgesic. Okay. Now what? I will buy that, because that seems like something could be pretty useful, all things considered. There's nothing special about it, although the case lid seems to be made of low-grade silver. Black twire, a rare herb with unique properties. Okay, so I'll talk to Notkin as well, I guess. But apart from that, I don't really know what to do. I guess there's still the Hunchback. I talked to her, although I'm not sure if a couple of times in a row. Again, that's a little counterintuitive, really.
We placed our trust in them, and yet they came unprepared. Shabnak, the hair-eater, the bone spirit, crawled by them, touched them, and turned their blood into poisonous tar. Having devoured their body, she found her way into the steppe's depth and inner waters, and plague has devoured this land.
Okay, that's, to be honest, pretty annoying, because,
wherever have you come from?
No.
I don't have time anymore, because both of my saves are right before midnight, and it seems I still haven't accomplished whatever the game wants me to accomplish in that time frame. overall, I would say this game is pretty badly designed because it's really it's really antagonistic towards the player in a way that seems almost rude. Like, I don't think it's a good game design if you make the player angry by how obtuse your game design is. And the worst case scenario is that they, best case scenario, it's just incompetent. And they didn't know what they were doing. But worst case scenario, they actually knew what they were doing, and they designed this game to be annoying on purpose because they thought it's deep. And I think that's pretty obnoxious. Because this game, I understand little hand-holding, but you can't expect if you don't tell the player anything at all, you can't expect them to know what to do. You just can't. And this game is structured in a way that doesn't respect your time because it only has 2 overriding save slots, and you have a strict time limit to accomplish things that you're not really even told about. First of all, at first, you don't even know there's a time limit. But even once you do know there's a time limit, you still don't know what it is exactly that you're supposed to accomplish before the time limit runs out. I thought I made enough progress to earn some much more time, but clearly I didn't. So I don't think this is well designed. I think this is pretty obnoxious. And to be honest, I do have a distinct feeling that this game was made by people who actually hate fun.
What?
And you're not supposed to have fun when you play this. And I have a distinct feeling that that they think it somehow makes it deep, which is just kind of insulting because it doesn't. The way you're supposed to make a game about suffering is not by making the player suffer. If it was the case, then essentially rage games would be the deepest, rage baiting games that are just unfairly difficult, would be the deepest entertainment there is, and I just refuse to accept that. I think if you make a game that's thoroughly unfun, that makes the player waste time, you're not deep. You're just annoying, and I think it's a sign of incompetence to do that, not a sign of profoundness. The way you're supposed to make a game about suffering is to make it have themes and a story and characters that make you reflect on the world and on what it means to suffer. But the gameplay loop of this game doesn't make me reflect on anything, save perhaps on punching the developers, because you're presented with such an obtuse quest design and such muddied objectives that I'm not even sure what it is exactly that I'm supposed to accomplish before time runs out. And I don't think that makes you a good designer if you do that. Overall, I would say my first impressions of this game are definitely rather poor. I am, you know, I think it's pretty annoying, and overall not that great. I'll try to be quicker about things this time, but it's, at the very least, what I think they should have done is, you know, you're playing a Haruspex, which is a character that can literally tell the future. So you should be presented with some kind of an ominous warning that, you know, if you do not accomplish X in 24 hours, you know, doom will come upon the city or whatever. That would have been enough. That would have instilled enough of a sense of urgency in me that I would have tried harder to.
Yes.
I would have tried harder.
I think.
To actually accomplish that, but as it is, I was given no warning whatsoever, and I just think this is pretty obnoxious. Not to mention, so far, the amount of backtracking in this game is also a little annoying. Because there's not, I wouldn't say this game is particularly visually striking. The art direction is all sort of bleak and kind of drab. So there's even not much to sort of hang your eye on as you traverse the city. And most of the doors, like the vast majority of them, seem to be locked. So it's not even like you can sightsee or explore while you get to your particular objectives, because there is nothing to explore. Everything is locked. So overall, my first impressions of this game are definitely on the poorer side, but I am not the type of person who easily lets go. In fact, I am legendary for being legendarily bad at letting go, which has caused me a fair amount of misery in my personal life. But on the plus side, at the very least, I am unlikely to waste any of, like, I will get my money's worth out of this game, one way or another, even because I am going to finish it eventually, even if what I get out of it will be mostly rage. Okay, I still think I'm on kill on sight. So I will run past Olgimski's house because it might be 11 already. I'm not entirely sure. No, it's 7:51. So to be honest, I have enough time to just straight up go and get myself a blood transfusion before I even go to speak to him. Oh, wait, I should have used the tourniquet, because I'm bleeding. I'm pretty sure. Is there a way to access the timer sort of in-game? Yes it is. There's an hour displayed in my inventory. It's probably good to know. Something I should keep an eye out on. Okay, so I need to run across the bridge. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way to like get rid of enemies. They essentially hunt you down with relentless diligence, regardless of how long it takes them. So Although I might have lost them now because of the pathfinding. Like, they can't jump down an obstacle, so they have to run around. So that might be one way to lose them, possibly. Okay, this guy has already said he doesn't mind if I take his stuff, so I will leave his money, but I will take his medicine, things like that. Especially because I need to anyway. I won't survive the blood transfusion otherwise. I will take your food, I think. I'll leave you a lemon. Maybe that counts for something, maybe. I don't want to make him destitute, but I do need his things, kinda. A needle. A hook. Fishing hook. Can be of significant value to children, not only because it's sharp. A hook is a somewhat grim element of local children's superstitions, connected with burial customs. But where are the bandages, though? I kinda need them. There is none. That's a problem. So I won't survive it. Unless it spawns after I talk to him? That is theoretically possible, I guess. Because he did say there is some. And there was some last time. If I don't have any, if I don't get any here, I will have to scavenge for some more battles, and then buy a bandage from one of the drunkards. Yeah, there is no bandage here, so guess I'll be back in a moment. And how much water do I have? Empty bottle 1, water 1. So the answer is not much. Here. Oh, there's bread. It kind of looks like a shrine. People living offerings. But I'm going to assume I need those more than the gods do. I don't put much stock in gods myself. Although, those black buildings are certainly significant in some way. Like, there's a lot of... okay. It's something. There's a lot of those, like, black stone ruins around. Where's one of those drunkards when you need them? Kinda need to trade. I would prefer to just get the transfusion done while I'm here, rather than having to backtrack for it. Interestingly, it might be like the higher affluent district or whatever, because there does not seem to be many of them here. So I think I have to actually... This is not even such a large place. I do think I need to actually go back. Unless I can check over here. Stillwater, Eva Yan's house. Okay, no idea what that is about, but... Okay, that's kinda ominous. What even is that? No, it's another one of those black structures, I guess. Where am I exactly? Right here. Ah, it's this. Okay, it definitely seems like it's pretty plot relevant, but that's exactly why I won't go there yet, because I think it's probably nothing to be accomplished at this stage of the game. The cathedral. Can I get inside? Nope. Interestingly, those people don't seem to attack me. Good morals and luck are of great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. Sorry, I can't help feasting my eyes on your outfit. Who was the Mad Tailor? So it definitely does seem to be a sort of more high-rise district, because I guess one of the reasons why, first of all, there aren't any drunkards around, but one of the reasons why they are not trying to kill me might be simply because they haven't heard what happened at the friggin' train station, because they don't care. I kind of have a feeling in the time it took me to wander around here, I could have gone back and accomplished something on the other part of the map, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm over here. I think I will cross to the other side, if only because, as I said, it's probably easier to just find a drunkard on the other side rather than here. Are you a drunkard, good sir? I know that's a strange question to ask, but nope. You're one of the people who want to be dead. It's highly unfortunate, if you're me. But I am just in time to get into Vlad's house anyway, so I might as well do that, and that way I'll hide from them. It's a while until I get there, but I guess I can also hide in the theater, which is closer, and there might be some loot in the dumpsters. Although this is a theater, this is just a park. And you know what, I'll just run towards Vlad's place. And I'll be back anyway. Although I didn't talk with the postman this time.
There was no murder. There's a peculiar smell on the outside.
What's wrong with you? What's that cathedral in the central square? It's not the central square at all, it's Bridge Square, and the central square is the spin a yarn one. Why is it called the Bridge Square? Because at first no one knew there was going to be a tower, so the plan was to create a square that would be completely situated on the very last bridge, on the very large bridge, like that wide. They would make a funfair there. Well, I guess the tower is quite more compelling. Of course it is. I mean, there could have been magicians at the funfair, but the tower is way more exciting than any magic tricks. And so why is that? Well, because they have masterfully evaded the question. What's that cathedral? I wanted to ask about the cathedral actually. Still, what about the cathedral? I don't know, never been there. My sister attends it sometimes, always comes back with a handful of love letters. How old is she? I think 20, I think. Then it makes sense. Could you point me to the crude sprawl? Oh, that is on the outskirts of the town, by the cemetery and the abattoir. If you keep going past it, kinda diagonally, you know, you'll get to the rotten field. And what's the rotten field? It's where they bury the bull's bones. The place is covered with fur instead of grass, and and it's all bones underground. Bones and horns, yeah. Tell me about the theater. Oh, it's our piece de resistance, the place for the most significant things to happen. The shows they do, puppet plays about a shade, an orphan that came out victorious, a little thief girl, and a scientist who made the world end, lots of stuff. So it's a puppet show, huh? Not only that, they also have masks perform every evening, but I'm not allowed to those shows. Why? I'm too little a boy. Right, fair enough. Tell me about the tower. You don't need that. Why not? Because we want to let you in anyway. There's a secret room inside. Who is us? The little ones. Do you play there? Oh yes, we very much do. We also live there and go on journeys sometimes. What do you have for trade? Just ammunition. I'm not interested in that actually. At least not particularly. What I am interested in is bandages.
Who is this? What? Who is this?
I have rest for an hour. I'm still enough time to open Probably still want to trade with me, right? Right. Okay, that's a creepy figure. Although, incidentally, that's kind of what the postman looked like. You know, everyone in this game is rather creepy, I would say. What is this building? A town hall. There are some cells. Not much else. Kind of wasting time, but I can't. I guess I'll eat something and see. Maybe my health is actually high enough, because I also replenish health while also replenish health. Oh great! By great I do mean terrible. Essentially, I just walked in a circle for a while. Not super great when it comes to time management. Where can I find an honest drunkard when I need one? Hier.
He's ruthless. That man is.
Okay, 4 not great. Okay, let's go. No good point. Bye, fish. No, he can't bring down easily. Okay, I will use one of the tourniquets. And I think I need to figure out which medicine helps me combat exhaustion, because I would prefer not to sleep. Because I still don't know what thing is the catalyst of me successfully surviving the first day. Like, I would imagine, if I had a guess, it's probably finding the Bachelor, because that has been touted as a main quest of sorts, and is referred to as such in my journal.
What? This. Every jerk.
Okay, so let me save and tinker a little with the medicine. Was it this? Nope, it's for immunity. Might have been this painkiller. Nope, it's not this either. like, you know, I would need something like an upper, basically, you know, methamphetamine or whatever. Because I'm pretty exhausted, but I still haven't... Okay, so it ups my exhaustion, actually, rather than decrease it. Okay, so none of those really affect exhaustion, so it seems to me I have to sleep, even maybe just for an hour or so. I should have enough time to get back to Vlad's house before I literally drop dead. Like, there's a bit of that bar still left, although not much.
What's wrong with you? Wait. Perhaps.
She doesn't have anything else to say, so to be honest, I am kinda at a loss. Like, I'll go... I've been to Grief already after that, in the previous run, so I'll go to Notkin and then to Vlad the Younger and see if they have anything to add, because I don't really know where to look for the Bachelor, and it's not yet... I have not yet accomplished whatever it is that I need to accomplish to escape the fail state of the game. Like, once midnight comes, I'm going to lose the game.
That big city doctor is no wimp. A dangerous type.
I couldn't imagine we would find such a rat among us on the eve of war. Notkin, please tell me, did you see Isidor Burak, my father, yesterday? So that's new. Whoa, so that's with whom I have the honor. My apologies, sir, I had no idea. Thought you were just some random tramp. So you already know how he's been murdered, right? I do. Do you know how? Well, people are saying a demon of the steppe killed him. A shabnak, a man-eater made of bones, you know? The thing is, her claw was stuck in his chest when they found him. Well, not necessarily hers, but it was a monster's claw. A fang, or a bone anyway. What kind of monster? A huge one. Claw the size of a man's elbow, a crooked bone shaped at its base. The rumor flew right away that the man-eater from the scary stories, the Shabnak Adir, has come out of the steppe to punish us. When was the last time you saw him? The lads told me he had returned from the steppe, so I went to visit him. He had spent many days in the steppe this time, you know. I thought he might tell me something about the bulls, so there I went, but all I saw was smoke, and the stench was as if someone was burning a blanket. The lights were on, but he wasn't there. He went to Simon, came back almost at dawn and chased me off. Chased you off? Stomping his feet even. Don't you even come close to me, he said. It was weird, he had always been a kind old man. I thought maybe I had done something wrong, and right afterwards that Lika bastard caused all of that mess, so I had to go back. I only heard about the claw in the morning. Haven't seen it myself. Yeah, he said don't get close to me because he was already contaminated with the plague. Like he took off and burned all of his clothing. Are my nails really that long? Yeah, I've heard you've been falsely accused. People have been told to go catch Simon's murderer at the station. That was before the claw. Isidor hadn't been found yet. Then they had declared that there was one murderer. Simon had been killed by a shabnak. Fine tangle, this whole business. Thanks. But also, there was a question.
Yeah?
Has anyone come around looking for me? Oh yes, there has been this smart aleck. A pushy guy spoke through his teeth. If I catch this murderer, he said, I'll squeeze out his blood drop by drop, since he has destroyed my whole life's happiness. A remarkable guy not to be messed with. Is he dangerous? Drop by drop, you say? That's what he said. I'm not saying anything. We said there would be... there had been no one like that around, and we didn't know anything about the murder. I'll go to the thieves then, he said. They'll be glad to trade his head for some shiny coin. What else did he say? He said that he wasn't afraid. I know he's keen on tearing people to tatters, he said, but he'll have a different sort of conversation with me. Turned up the flap of his cloak, and there was a revolver underneath. I see. Thank you. Okay, so apparently Notkin says some solemn-looking man is after me. He could have made a deal with Grief. I wonder what he's planning. So that could be my cue, or rather my clue, as to where to go. So I will obviously go there. Can you repair my... No, you can't repair anything. Do you have anything at least? You do actually, and I do have enough water even. So that's pretty great. It was nice trading with you. Okay, so it's already 8. So I hope that they do have information on him and that he won't be far, because I have to reach him before midnight or the game will end, and to be honest I'm not sure if I have it in me to do all of that again from the very beginning.
doctor's quick on the draw, eh? Shot someone already. I can spot a jailbird a mile away.
Has anyone been asking around me, about me around here? Yeah, one big cheese dog came by. An outsider. If he stays here, maybe I should make friends with him. He would make a good replacement for old Isidore, but he'll leave for sure. He went looking for you, he did. All in a fury about it too. In a fury and in a hurry. What did he say? He said he would kill you. A dangerous bloke he is. A fop if I ever seen one, but there's something in his eye. I wouldn't cross him, even with them fists of yours. Be careful, mate. He's got himself hard fists too, that bloke. I'm innocent, actually. You tell him that, but he won't listen to you. One hard-fisted bloke he is, I can see that. No slow walks with that one. Where can I find him? Where? Well, if you ain't afraid of him, then I'll tell you where to find the guy. He ain't no fool, that bloke. Got all warm and cozy at a sweet lady's place. There's one Eva in the town, up there in the stone yard. Maybe you'll get your hands on him there. Hope he doesn't off you. You're looking to put us at odds, aren't you? Don't you worry, I'll speak to him. And no one is going to die. Okay, some Bachelor Dankowski has arrived from the capital. He quickly set about looking for the person who killed my father and Simon, and he thinks that person is me. Okay, so I have a pretty specific target. In around 4 hours, it should be more than enough to reach that place. Hopefully that is it, because to be honest, I don't know. I will not visit Vlad. I'll go straight to the Bachelor, because I am on a strict time limit.
I'm having chest pain.
You have wolf's eyes. Stop giving me that look. What's your name? There's no reason for you to call me by name. I'll find out eventually anyway. That's kinda creepy. Then I should probably give you a funny nickname.
I've seen the angel of death by the window.
Don't you dare come near me, I'll scream. Why, are you scared of me? Very much so. I thought the Bachelor was staying here. He is. And this is the place I've been looking for. Okay, you're not
But he doesn't know our traditions. He's bound to be deceived.
You're not very talkative. So I take it the Bachelor is upstairs? Interesting painting.
My head is spinning. What is there to talk about now?
Far be it from me to call myself a person of mystical inclinations. However, when I look at you, I get the feeling that nature is playing jokes on us, as if both the left and the right hand have clutched the head to realize for the first time that they are two parts of a single whole. And why? I don't know. We can become enemies so easily. Artemi Burak. We can become enemies so easily, Artemi Burak, that it will be best for us to make every possible effort to stay friends until our points of view diverge irreparably. I am Bachelor Dankowski. Do you agree with me? Better a bad peace than a good quarrel.
Why did they block off the termitary?
So here you are. Until recently, you've been thought to have murdered Simon Kane, 15 other men whose names I be damned to remember, and Isidor Burak, your own father. Is that correct? Well, it seems I'm still thought to have done all that. Not by everyone. I'm working on restoring your good name. That's a surprise. I've been hunting you all day, and that just as I was about to catch you, I found you're innocent of Simon's and by extension Isidor's deaths. And how do you know that? Simon Day died of a contagious disease. It has been firmly established, a new strain of the scarlet fever or pneumonic plague most likely, or perhaps cholera, and that means you're clear of the charges for what it's worth, and it's not worth much. Well, I don't know about you, but being clear of suspicion is worth quite a lot to me.
What?
Let's wait until tomorrow, restore your good name and take care of your affairs. An hour in the morning is worth 2 in the evening. Okay, so but you're telling me this is the moment
Why did they block off?
where I won't actually lose the game.
You look unhealthy.
By the fact that it says for me to wait until tomorrow. But I will actually utilize the time to go to the Hunchback and trade him my organs. Like, you know, we'll see what comes of that. Because that's pretty close. Although, to be honest, maybe I shouldn't have left, because I just see I'm super exhausted. So it would have probably been better to just go to sleep, as he recommended. So I might actually drop dead before I go back, which would be kind of hilarious. But I do hope, I think... Yeah, I did make a save in there. Okay. So worst case scenario, I'll just reload that. I've brought some organs. Check out if there's been anyone following me. What can I buy from you? Bunch of tourniquets and bandages. How much for organs? 1. But still, I do have quite a lot of those. I'll keep some, because there might be some other purpose to them that I'm not entirely aware of as of now. The question I'm having is, can I rest in the Bachelor's bed? Because if I need my own bed, that's going to be kind of complicated, because I would have to run back to the labs. Okay, I can actually rest. So I do have a save. So I will just sleep, I guess 5 hours or 4 hours, just to stave off exhaustion. I don't think I should lose the game now.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
Should I just give up?
Okay, I'm going to eat something. I'll use one of those bandages on myself. Eat a
You
piece
look
of
unhealthy.
bread. Milk. Dried fish. An egg. An egg will probably go bad quite soon, so I'll eat that as well. Okay.
This head.
Great. I finally made some progress, so I'll talk with the Bachelor again and then look around next time. That's all for this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye.